what's popping, yo?
School.
School. All right.
That's
No
memory.
blocks, no blocks, no blocks. Daddy, no blocks, man. Chill out.
Let me argue.
Block down.
No.
Okay.
Go back in the room.
No.
Put the block down. All right. All right, let's do the show. You ready?
Yes.
What I say? How we say on the show? What we say on the show? You ready? What Daddy say?
So cute.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. No, we say
Oh,
What?
what up, what up, what up? Ready?
What?
Push.
But so you get ready. It was
Almost.
practice.
Almost.
It was practice.
Almost.
Yes.
Almost.
What up? It's your brother T.
B.
That's my homie.
Yeah.
Man, where we at?
I love you, bro.
Right up.
I love you, bro.
Freedom.
On the ride up.
And the rider.
Coming right up. You gonna say what up, what up, what up?
What up?
You say it 5 times. 5 times.
What up? 1. What up? 2. What up? 3. What up? 4. What up? 5. They can see my face.
Hey, T, give me like 10 minutes. I gotta drop off.
All right. All right, boy. All right. Let's ask. You want to answer some questions? Okay. All right. You ready? You ready? You just showing off now?
Yes.
Yeah. You miss Daddy while he was at work?
Mm-hmm.
What color is this? What color is my shirt?
White.
And what color is the letters?
Pink.
Pink. You see this ribbon right here?
Yes.
This ribbon is for breast cancer awareness.
Can I take it
You
off?
can't. It's part of my shirt.
Yeah.
Don't pull it or you'll mess my shirt up. It's for breast cancer awareness.
I want to sit in my chair.
You can sit in your chair, but you won't be able to see. Do you want to be able to see?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can sit in your chair, but you won't be able to see, it's your choice. You want to choose to sit in your chair and not see, you want to sit right here and be able to see. Tough decisions, huh? Yeah, you wanted to see. What are you talking about? Hey, these words. That's not words. All right. You got it, Goofy. You my silly boy.
Daddy, Dad, look at that. Look. I'm trying to purple new red glasses.
You broke them some more?
No. See?
Put them back. Put them back.
You can wear them when you get to work.
Yeah.
You want to wear it?
Put it back.
You want to wear this?
Waiting on my partner in crime. Waiting on my partner in crime. That's the thing I love. To get it off my chest, I can definitely in the hood. She a mess up in the hood. A 5'9" dime named Vanessa in the hood. She can take the punishment and pressure in the hood. Good. My name is on my lifestyle. Meanwhile, they the ones supporting my lifestyle. For me to go support my lifestyle. I'm balling. And I suppose you better have to pose and they on my outer ladies and I suppose your eyes closed. You wouldn't even notice you don't get in the boat. In the boat. See back tomorrow in the morning. If there's something in the bed. You know, I'm fucking with 31. I don't really give up. They say I'm ego tripping, a couple marbles missing. I got some screws undo. I don't know what I'm about to do. Come on. I can't control it. I can't control it. I can't control it. He a little bougie. He a little asshole. He a little this and that, but he be getting that cash flow. Running things like cash flow. Wrap up the USA flag. We just hate, man, till I get that break in and get the spray in. Yeah, fellas, get back to your scattering. You back to the chattering. All on the dick and it get a little flattering. You all fed, I'm better. And that homeboy got a little more cheddar. Nemesis, I'm the old 9 shredder, but your boss is a brat, man. That shit don't add up, but I don't swear much. I just say duh, till I'm goozling on a fat butt, on a Mac truss. I'm a Mac truck, Optimus Prime, transform at the ultimate time. I'm a shine. I got some screws unloosened. I don't know what I'm about to do. Come on. Hey, I can't control it. I can't control it. I can't control it. Stop what I do. The head, the shoes, the way I peruse around this bitch like I'm Mr. Magoo. Completely aloof to the kicks and the rules. Other than to stack that grand and the crabs and the rebel, gotta slap that hand. I be DMing for let it hit up. Look, stop playing. Time for you to roll, got a kick, Roxanne, red like left and over, but I am eternally grateful for that knowledge I change. Call champagne, hey, you can't contain this life like a rock star minus cocaine. Man, my is back there. I put a Cobain in me. I don't know what I'm about to do. Come on. Hey. I can't control it. I can't control it. Ego won't rocket fuel. Let's try to a new, do a few tricks that yeah. But I'm in my room with a grin like who, like it really matters. I shouted the whole crew. The one named Reese, that one red bone, got it wrapped around my pinky. Try to make it scenic, cause you got yourself hooked on a penis. Try to once more for this, a little too smart for your scheming. Trying to really make me want to be about one night things. Ain't nothing special, so enjoy this meal and pill. God bless you. Okay, let me see what's going on here. What's going on? I can't control it. Hey, I can't control it. They say I'm ego tripping.
That shit was acting up, man.
There you go. Look at that. You got it.
Let me try to lower my hand.
You check up with Ron. What do you say?
He's saying I try to get him on, but he's saying he didn't see the link. Hold on, let me try to Facebook message. Let me just call him real quick.
It's all good. I'm out of control. I can't control it. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I sent him the link, but he said he couldn't see the link. He ain't answered the phone or just now, so we'll see.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh, okay. You all right? Bet. You got the white palm, Dr. Umar. Who you got? Dr. Umar versus Mike Tyson. You got. He got the height advantage. He got the height. You ain't see that shit?
What are you talking about?
Freddie Gibbs went on Mike Tyson's podcast talking about Dr. Umar, and for whatever reason, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I guess at the start of it, he was like, Dr. Umar doesn't like white people, right? So Mike Tyson was like, yo, if you got hate in your heart, you don't some dumb shit, you know that Mike Tyson said. And then, Umar's response to it was like, yo.
Big Ron, what up, boy?
What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
Hey, my nigga. My nigga, what's going on, brother?
Doing good, man. How's everybody doing?
Hey, shit, bro. You got a full hairline. That's what's going on. Like, I hate you.
You're stupid. Yeah, it's slowly going back as
mine's rapid.
Like that, though.
My shit was like, yeah, nah, nigga, you good, bro. You gotta go.
Yeah.
It's
I gotta go.
The hairline.
I put the Bulls hat on. Is that any better? I put my
Bulls.
Bulls cap on.
All right, bro. But yo, Ron, he just dipped off the fucking stage, bro. Ron knows the topics that you put up. So You know what I mean? Whatever we want to get to, we can get to.
I didn't hear you. Say that again.
I said Ron knows what we talked about as far as the topic and shit.
But that.
So whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah, we can jump into any one of the three topics.
Man, look, bro, like the funny shit is like he was saying, like we've been, we talk the same shit. Like me and T talk the same shit. He disagrees with my opinion.
In regards to what?
Like the kicks, like the music, all that. You know what I mean? Like all that shit, man. So
you mean as far as your taste in music?
Huh?
As far as your two taste in music?
Yeah, no. He likes. You know what's funny? I think he I'm too underground. I think I'm too underground, bro.
Are you too underground or am I too commercial?
Yeah, he's the commercial.
Oh.
No, I mean for Brian's taste.
For Brian's taste, are you saying you're saying you're too commercial for Brian?
Okay, yeah.
I still need hits. Hey, listen, before we get into it, let's go ahead and do what we do. Off rip. Let me get it ready.
Where's Teddy at, nigga?
Teddy's in the room, bro.
He's sitting. All right, bet. All right.
What up? It's your boy T.
Hey, it's your man B, man. What's going on?
You on the Ride Up, season 3, episode 5.
It's the Juwan Howard episode.
Fuck out of here! Ain't no goddamn Juwan Howard episode. Ain't no fucking Juwan Howard episode.
The Heath Shuler episode, nigga.
Fuck Heath Shuler episode.
Can it be the Jason Kidd episode?
Man, fuck Jason Kidd too. Clown.
Yo, you a racist.
If it's anybody's episode, we gonna call it the Jalen Rose episode. Uncle Jalen episode.
All right, bet.
Uncle Jalen episode.
Shout out to Jalen Rose.
We can do 81. We can do 81 reasons why that can be the Jalen Rose episode.
I like it a lot. Welcome to the podcast. Finally.
Hey, look.
Mr. Ron Brown.
Hold on, wait.
Brian, please give this man an introduction.
Look, man, this is my homie from 2000. It's Ron Brown, aka Ill Ron Hubbard, aka the Canadian greatest. You know what I mean? Like import
before Drake, goddamn it, before Drake.
Before Drake, before Arnold Fishow.
Before Choclair, or Socrates, right? Like those guys.
Yeah. That's my man's like, 100 grand. Like, and as much as T has been, of course, that's the homie from childhood or whatever, like high school, whatever. Ron is the same type of dude. And I try to keep the same type of energy around me. And that's where we're going to have the podcast at, you know what I mean? And Felicia is listening to us at the same time. And she keeps that same energy with me too. So she'll disagree. She'll point at my, she's going to, look and point at me as we're talking. So
you like the director?
Yeah. Oh no, I don't
like wrap it up.
The producer.
I don't remember Big Daddy Kane. I just, all that shit.
Wait, don't.
No, I'm sorry. She remembers me. I don't know.
So okay. So since we didn't already said it, all right. So right before we was going to launch the show, we was going to talk about Brian being too underground, and I said maybe I'm just too commercial, and I'm not too commercial. I just need hits. You got to give me a hit. You can't just, I don't need good records. Give me a hit.
I feel you need rhythm, you need hooks, all that shit. I don't need that.
I need
bars.
I need a hit. I need hits too. You can't hit it, bro. You just can't give me an album full of you just rapping a whole bunch of words, bro. I need more than that. Because any rapper can do that.
Not any rapper can do that.
No, any rapper, bro. Any rapper can just go and rap.
21 Savage can rap.
Bro, listen, I ain't saying every. I said any.
Okay.
Any's not the same thing. What I'm saying.
So from your perspective,
Uh-huh.
From your perspective, what music that Brian listens to that is considered for you a little bit too underground? Like who? Like give me an artist.
I didn't say he listened to music that's too underground. I
He's
think that's
Pharoah
what
Monch.
Pharoah Monch is underground?
He's gonna say Black Alicious.
too underground.
Yeah.
No,
Even though Black Alicious has more.
Don't misinterpret. Don't misinterpret me thinking that they're not good artists. I'm just saying they're not gonna be in. They weren't gonna be in my rotation.
Right.
I mean, it's called rotation. That's my new word. My rotation. Now, okay, Nas is arguably one of the best rappers of all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's also out of all. If you took the top 5 rappers consensus, who makes the most boring music?
Yikes!
Music like who has the most boring music?
Out of the top 5.
Out of the top 5.
Like whoever your top 5 is, who has the most boring music out of the top 5? So I guess it would matter who's in your top 5 before you answer that question. So
exactly right.
Who's Ron? Who's in your top 5, Ron?
My top 5 is never going to change.
So it should be. So this should be easy then for me.
It's Pac, it's Jay, it's Big, it's Nas, and it's Rakim. Those are my 5.
I think we have an answer, ladies and gentlemen.
Those will always be my 5. You say we have an answer?
I think we have an answer, ladies and gentlemen.
Nas.
Okay, Brian. Now you give me your top 5.
My top 5 changes though.
The order, cool. I don't care the order. Give me the people. Big,
Nas, Jay, Common, Scarface. That was 4, right?
Uh-huh.
That's 4.
Black Thought.
Okay. So the question of the day for you two gentlemen, out of all your top 5, and listen. Okay, let me rephrase this because I don't want to put you in a situation where you might feel like you're dissing your favorite artist.
No, you don't have to. No, you ain't got to.
No. I'm going to rephrase it because it's necessary. I'm going to rephrase it because it's necessary.
Okay.
Out of your top 5 favorite artists, who's most likely to make an album that it's like it was an album. It was all right, but you can discard.
I think because I still listen to the Scarface's last album. I still listen to Big's both his albums. I still listen to Jay's first, second, third, fourth, fifth album.
13 albums.
Actually, Nas has a bigger discography than.
Just own it and say it. Say his name.
No. I'm
say
telling
his name,
you,
motherfucker. Say it.
Nas has a bigger discography than all of these niggas, and it doesn't always hit because he's doing different shit. He's doing different shit than already.
But he's in your top 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's beyond
top 5.
He's in your top
5 for me. Yeah.
He's in your top 5.
Top 5 for me. Yeah.
Right. Okay. No. That's fine. I expected it. I expect to hear Nas' name 9 times out of 10. But you also said he's the most likely to make an album that's like it didn't hit. That's what you said.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's always been the beat.
It's okay.
And that's
it's always been his beat
thank
collection.
you. So now we getting into it. This is what I'm talking about. That's why this is one of the reasons my thing. Nas has records like Brian. We jokingly I don't like Nas. I like Nas. He's just not one of my favorite rappers because he makes more music that I don't want to hear than music that I do want to hear. If Nas, if you give me almost any Nas album you give me, there's more songs that I'll skip than I'll play. It doesn't mean that lyrically they are subpar. He's never gonna give you something subpar lyrics. That's never gonna happen. I would never.
You're like one was the other was Illmatic.
But that was some bullshit that he said.
No, that was some bullshit.
That was the bullshit.
Is that what you're saying?
That was the most bullshit that Jay said in that verse. And that
oh my God! Because it's your man's.
You know, me and you are in agreement. Oh my shit.
In agreement on what, sir?
That Takeover is a better diss than motherfucking
Facts. Then Ether? Yes.
Ether.
Ether's fucking corny.
Don't get your man on here. Who was your man from the last podcast? Don't say that.
Felix.
What is his name?
Felix. Killer guy.
That man was about to come. That man was about to come through the phone. Then he was about to come through
that's
his
my
laptop.
brother. That's my brother. And he listen. I get in that argument with people all the time. I respect the energy of Ether. Brian doesn't even like the beat on Ether. I love the way that joke come on. I love the fact that he sampled Pac and have him saying that on there. But I thought, like, outside of him, the factual things that he was saying, like the joning, like, yo, don't Joan. Like, Nas just come off like the dude who really can't Joan. Like that's what comes off to me. He come like in the hood, he's not really good at joning. He says, bro, he was saying some corny stuff, and it makes sense. If you think about Nas's personality, he's not a big rap personality. Like a lot of the guys who actually are funny and can do the dozens, you know them. They have those personalities that translate to film and other avenues. Nas's only time on camera is like arguably one of the worst times a rapper was on camera, and that was Belly. That's facts. Man. So if you take that personality and he's saying you Tybo ho, imagine you joning on some y'all going back and forth, and he say you Tybo ho.
Why are we talking about Nas?
It's always the response that seems to get the most attention.
You 36 in the karate class? That was good. I like that part. You 36 in the karate class?
I mean, listen, my man had the punchlines, but it was like, you know, you not what facts are you spitting? You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it was like Nas went in one direction with this battle rap, and Jay was, you know, spitting facts. And Nas went straight to the.
Your second Nas was
Eminem murdered you on your own song. You know what I mean?
It's not a fact.
So you know what? I'm glad. You know what? Brian.
It's always the response. The response is always going to get the more attention because somebody had to say something back to it. Always.
So I want to
look at Cannabis and LL Cool J. You look at that battle rap. When LL came back on him, that necessarily wasn't a better rap song.
It was bad.
He came back at him.
It was bad.
That was true. That's true.
I mean, you know, it's always the response that gets the more attention.
You know, Jack Strikes Back, whatever it's called.
The Ripper Strikes Back. I mean, it wasn't
that shit was so forgettable. That shit was so forgettable.
But I mean, everybody was riding with LL because he's LL.
Let's keep it 100. The only reason that died down and why it's because Cannabis album was trash.
That's also
a good example. Great rapper. Lyrically, he's a great rapper. The product that he gave us.
I blame Wyclef for that shit.
Fuck that. I blame the rapper.
I blame Wyclef for that production, man.
Listen, blame somebody. but my whole point is, when Cannabis came out, think about it. Him and X both was like they was doing features. They even had some features together. Like, okay, these about to be the next ones right here. X came out. X doing his thing. Cannabis came out, and it was like, this is the album you put out?
It's trash.
It was pretty. And I busted trash. It was pretty bad. So my five would have to be, you know, the process of elimination. My five, you know, my Rakim would have to be out of that equation.
Okay.
That's not a diss to Rakim because I mean
it's not a diss. And that's why I said I wanted to rephrase it so that it wouldn't come off as a diss. It's just more so. It's like okay. I play fantasy football on ESPN, and one of the features they have on ESPN is they give you the projected points, and then they also give you projections of most likely to have a boom or a bust. And all this is the fact that like Nas
even on your how you going to finish in the whole league and everything. Yeah.
Nas is boom, Nas's bust percentage is just higher than those rappers. But his boom,
what now?
his bust percentage is higher. Like he might bust on like a bad album.
Yeah,
he had a higher to have a bad album. But his boom will go way over projections. Where a rack of those other artists like Jay-Z, let's say Jay-Z was projected to do 20 points. His boom would be 25. His bust would be 15. Nas's boom would be like 10, 15 points higher than what his projection would be. Like King's Disease. King's Disease was, you expect Nas to do a solid project, especially come off the last one he did with Kanye. Wasn't a bad album, but you thought it was going to be better because it was with Kanye.
Because you hear the names, right? It looks good on paper.
And so we were sort of like, all right, he's dropping another album. But then King's Disease came out, and we like, yo, did Nas really just give us the best album of the year?
He did.
No, I'm saying, like, initially hearing it, you like, yo, did I just hear the best album of the year? I said that.
For King's Disease or King's Disease 2? Which one? I'm
just on King's Disease right now.
Okay.
I was like, yo, when I heard it, I'm like, yo, did Nas just give us the album of the year? And I was like, I had like 4 or 5 albums from 2020 that's arguably the best rap album of the year.
Yeah, the album is up there.
So so I'm saying that's what I'm saying. He has the highest window of exceeding expectations. Even though he's a dope rapper, it goes back to what you say, like his beat selection and the hits, bro. Like, yo, what you got to bring hit? If you're not bringing hit records, then you got to give me enjoyable records, bro.
Okay, let's take it back. Wait.
Poor girl also shorty owe you for ice.
AT,
I mean,
you got a point, but let's take it back.
To
the actual verses that's about to happen. It's Big Daddy Kane versus Rock. What it should be Rakim, but it's Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One.
Right?
Who do you have?
BDK.
Why?
I think number one. What did we start off by saying? What do I need?
Hits, right?
I need hits. And I think here's the thing. The biggest difference between KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane is Big Daddy Kane was just what he was. KRS-One talked about what he was. Like it's more like a guy who's funny and a guy who's telling a funny joke. Like Big Daddy Kane is fucking cool. He was cool. Like there was nobody cooler than him. Rakim wasn't cooler than him. Slick Rick, none of them were cooler than Big Daddy Kane. He was cool and he was a dope MC.
Smooth operator, man.
That's what he was. Whereas
KRS-One
would have had to tell you he's cool. Because you look at him like, you don't look cool. He can rap.
Okay.
But you don't look, he don't have a cool element. So his music was cool and he was dope.
Did we mess around and do the 20 zones? Did either one of y'all mess around?
We don't do that. We don't even do. We don't do that. We talking about the whole
playlist. Like a pre 20.
I actually did. I didn't. I'm not going to say that I feel any. They didn't sway me on my opinion.
The only time
KRS-One's going to win. KRS-One's going to win. And the reason is not because one motherfucker's cooler than another nigga. The fuck?
No.
No, wait. No.
Okay, go ahead.
Yourself.
Go ahead.
In 1994, KRS-One had a hit and fucking Big Daddy Kane didn't. Rapture was a hit. Big Daddy Kane was in the past. It is what it is. You can't like dispute that. That was what it was. Sound of the Police, you can play in 2021. You can't play, and it was in 1990.
Take it easy.
MCs act like they don't know. Is a top 5 premier beat that you can play in 2021 that can get shit rocking. You can't like Marley Marl was a great fucking producer at the time.
He was.
he's not fucking with DJ Premier in his name, like no fucking at all. Like at no point. At no point.
See, here's the thing, Brian.
Okay.
And like I said, that's why I'm excited about this battle because I fuck with both of them.
Right.
And I said,
I think we all. I mean, I think we all.
This is where the cool and dope comes into play. You gotta think about the audience. You gotta think about that era in hip hop where it's like it's more memory than it is in your cycle now. Whereas everybody else has basically been battling, you still listening to their music daily or weekly, monthly. You might hear a song here and there, those guys, right? What's going to come into play is, yeah, some of these the fans will know the hooks, but when you actually get to them lyrically, like saying stuff, that like Big Daddy Kane's sway is going to go into the verses, not just whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, that hooks go, but then he still got to rap the verse. It wasn't a great.
But the verse goes
right, but what I'm saying is he's going to lose half of the audience. Like, let me rephrase. Half of the audience going to stop rapping with them because they don't know the verses. They don't know the hook. They don't know the verses. But they know whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. Like, come on, like
plenty of times.
You're saying, wait. So T, you're saying the audience that's going to be there because the audience that's going to be
not the audience that's going to be there. The audience is going to be there. It's going to be they already tapped in. I'm talking about the Instagram audience, the social media audience, the ones who are
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody. I don't think anybody is buying a ticket there that don't know BDK and KRS One. And if they are, unless they there to learn a lesson, fuck them for taking up a ticket for somebody who know what's up.
But is it also fair to say that even the Instagram crowd, right, the Facebook crowd? I mean, isn't that also safe to say that crowd that's going to be in the audience is also going to be watching? Because I don't think somebody's not going to know about that.
It's going to be a little more littered. And I got a good example for you. If you remember, I don't think, Brian, you watched this battle or this event. I don't want to call it. I hate calling it battle sometimes. But Patti LaBelle versus Gladys Knight battle.
Gladys Knight one, yeah.
Or how about the LED that look like lanterns with that balloon shape? Like I was thinking about something like that.
Gladys Knight, amazing voice. Arguably a greater voice than Patti LaBelle. Arguably. People argue that, right? But there was a lot of music where it's like, I don't know this song. And Patty kept coming with songs that people that you know. She kept coming with music that you know. It's like, okay, I'm with this song. And that's the only risk I see.
Because Patty had hits in the 70s and 80s.
And 90s.
And 90s. KRS-One has Bridges is over in the 80s. That's hard.
Fire. One of the greatest rap records of all time.
If he goes into the BDP bag, it's gonna be a problem.
So you think KRS gonna do him dirty too?
If he goes into the Boogie Down production bag,
he has to. My thing is,
if you don't, he's gonna have to, right? So
if you don't, why are you here? If you don't, why are you here? Like part of the purpose that I've been here is educating this audience, new audience who don't know, who actually want to know. The audience, they thought they wanted Dipset to win. They are grateful that they got to see who the Lox was. They are better today than they were yesterday.
Make no mistake about it. There's gonna be a huge hip hop element to this version.
Oh yes.
I mean, get your bucket hats on.
Is gonna watch this.
Don't lace up your shell toes. Like this is gonna be. It's gonna be that type of vibe from this verses. It's gonna be like get your dookie rope chains out. I don't care if they real.
It's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be beautiful, and I hope KRS and Kane might do a little freestyle session.
You know what? I think I like Kane better. I feel like I connect with Kane more.
I'm a Big Daddy Kane fan, man.
I connect with Kane more. He's always been he's been my favorite from that era. Well, actually,
Did I tell you
is my,
I told you. We had talked about this the other day. Yeah.
Let me finish though. Let me finish.
No, I just told you. I was saying.
Kane is my guy.
Okay.
But I do think his laundry list, like once his laundry list isn't as deep as K's. So it ain't about whether or not he got a hit here. He just has more music to present that's like, oh, okay, I know this one. But if KRS-One don't give me self-destruction, I don't care. He lost to me. I need self-destruction. And I need him to bring out everybody, huh?
Well, that might be the first record that he puts.
I need that record. I need that record, and I need somebody to come out special and do my man, you know what I'm saying, Heavy D's verse. There'll be no bum rushing. Feels good.
There's so many monsters. There's so many monsters.
Good. Yo, can you imagine right now if we still had Heavy? We could, like, I would love to have Heavy on a versus battle.
Rest in peace, Heavy D.
I want to see the symphony.
Heavy D out.
Puff would bring Heavy out. That's what they need to do.
Yeah. Puff would definitely bring Heavy D out.
So for the record, I think KRS-One is going to win.
Okay, so I didn't say that. I had this conversation with Ron last night because he asked me the topics, and I was like, yo, reason why KRS would win is because you have Rapture in 1994, you have the Sound of the Police that's still getting sampled to 2021, and if you play Sound of the Police right now, like right now, it sounds like some shit that somebody should say in 2021.
Well, it was on a Black Lives Matters playlist on like Amazon.
Just like Fuck the Police was. I'm just saying, like, even the beat is more sustainable than Fuck the Police with Ice Cube is.
I really wish that they would have made the Rakim and Big Daddy Kane just so it could be Public Enemy versus Boogie Down.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
But I feel like their music is similar. I feel like their music is part of the similar movement. And Kane,
the contrast though. The contrast.
Well, you even mentioned that, you know, Kane and Rakim were, you know, the Jay and Nas of that era, so to speak.
Fact.
So that would have been interesting. That would have been interesting. That would have been very interesting to see.
Chuck D too, because they was around the same time, 1987, 1988, till 1992, 93, 94.
The boom bap era was
just... KRS-One rapped over more of the sustainable beats. The Rapture is a sustainable beat. You can't take anything away from the Rapture. Nobody can. That's a joint that you can just put on any boom bap.
Yeah, you can put that. Yeah,
you want to put on.
People are gonna mix that. Yeah, people are gonna mix that into their little DJ set.
It's gonna rock. Sound of the Police. I don't care when you put it on. It's still hard. Pause. It's still hard. Like, nobody can like take that away from nobody.
Cold. Yeah, that beat is so cold.
A lot of Kane's music is just gonna be sitting there in the 80s. It just is. It's not no disrespect to him.
Yeah.
Like Big K, like fucking Special Ed. That song is an 80s song. That's an early 90s song. We heard that song back then. It's cool. It's still cool. You can play it now. You can play it because I know it because I'm almost 40. I'm almost 40 years old. Like, yeah, I hear you. Special Ed, I get that. You want to do a 90s era fucking party and mix? Cool. A lot of Big Daddy's King music is going to be left in 1989 to 1992. And you're not going to be able to fucking distinguish it from the fucking DJ Primo fucking shit that he's going to play that you heard from fucking 1989 to 2005.
I think when I started doing this whole because I started doing this whole versus thing, when they would come out, and I would, even when DMX and Snoop did their verses and everything, I always do like a little just to listen to the music. And I was going through Kane's catalog, and it's just like me, I just like I ran through it like 15 just off the top. I was just like, yo, we got this. And then when I came to KRS, it was like I stopped like around 12. And then I was just like, what's going to happen? You're going to be surprised. In other words, what I'm saying is when it gets down towards the end of this whole verses, that's what's going to be pretty interesting to watch. It's not going to be the beginning. It's not even going to be the middle. It's going to be at the end where you have like five apiece left. And
I'm thinking it's going to be more so third quarter.
You're saying it's the third quarter.
First and second quarter going to be joints, yada yada yada. Because you got to remember, everybody's mindset. They saved their biggest record for the last round anyway. There's usually they say they finished that like, I'm gonna play this one last. So I think the end of this joint is going
to be in the middle between the third quarter.
Yeah, where it's like then it got through like 5 or 6. I think probably like from round I'm gonna guess like round 11 through probably 16 or 17. It's gonna be like a battle of attrition, war of attrition.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the last 3 gonna be like, okay, somebody walking back up. Somebody walking back up. I mean, I just look forward to it. Go ahead.
I remember I don't mean to cut you off, Steve. I remember in an interview one time, KRS said, I don't know if this was a Rap CD interview. I can't remember where it was, but he was talking. I think it was during the time of the whole Nas and Jay-Z beef. KRS was asked, what does he think about, that time in that era? And he was like, listen, I got a record for anybody that wants it.
And that's what I'm talking about. You talk like, bro, you listen. He got in a rap battle with Nelly. Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Like, what? Nobody's interested in this, bro.
Yeah.
Like you trying to, like, I've always said this about rap and rappers.
Yeah.
Where it's like rappers are good until they're no longer relevant. And once they lose their relevancy, then that's when they need to stop. Because what happens is they start trying to force the music.
Start reaching for things.
They start forcing. The only rapper I know who was able to, get away with it from here and there, but still be apparently reaching was LL. LL would occasionally come up with like a joint, like, oh, okay. And then the whole album would be trash.
Very silly.
No.
I was thinking more so of like on his like 10th album where he had an album terrible. Like his, like, to me, real talk, LL's last hit with me. I mean, I think he did all right with Paradise. I think that did solid numbers.
Yeah, they did it.
I mean, we don't really like Phenomenon. Phenomenon did all right numbers.
Nah, what was it? My Deepest Bluest.
Oh, that was deep.
Wasn't that from a movie?
That was a soundtrack though.
That was on a soundtrack. Yeah.
That was on a soundtrack.
But let's keep it. I got to keep it 100. If I gave you my top 10 LL records, one of them would be an album, from one of his later records, and that's the joint with Pharrell. Love You Better.
Oh yeah, no,
that's my shit.
Yeah.
That album though. Ugh.
But I feel like, But that's been his lane since
Yeah,
But
that
that's what
was
85.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were able to still do what you do, then you can have some success and at least take care of your core. But
No,
once you start,
wait. Pharrell was trying to take care of his core. When they made that record, I bet you 100,000. He played that record and said, "Yo, this could be that same shit that was Jingling Baby or the joint with
absolutely right.
whatever."
But that's because Pharrell is brilliant. So he had a joint that he know fits his lane.
I think Pharrell had a few ready for him.
Yeah. So
Pharrell
I mean,
definitely
that's
had
what
a
you're
few
supposed to
because I
do.
think he could have the Love You Better joint. That Love You Better joint that he did. That was the one that Pharrell did, right? That's what I'm talking about. If he had, I think he had a I'm that type of guy type beat. I think he had a I'm bad beat for him. I think he had I think he had a going back to Cali beat for him. I think he had some beats for LL, man, and he picked that.
Pharrell has said it previously on different occasions how when he's doing a beat, sometimes he imagines an artist on it and he holds that for that artist. So
that's the story that he tells all the time with Noriega.
Yep, exactly. So it's like
that
it goes right into
album
it.
was already the hook, like the intro and everything was already on that beat when he gave it to him.
It's just a matter of like, yo, do you trust this producer to have your best interests in mind when he bring that shit to you? And the only person that he said turned down the opportunity was Prince. Prince, he said he took.
Dude. Okay. So let's get past the verses, bro. Because you know what I mean. There's a bunch of TV that came out.
Oh, before we get there, we ain't gotta talk about it, but I'm excited that on versus is diversifying in what they're doing, and they got the Super Cat verses.
Oh, they got Super Cat on it?
Yeah, they got
had Banter Killer
that was a battle though. Super Cat not battling nobody. It's just a versus event.
It's
gonna be a live versus it's gonna be a live versus event with Super Cat.
Okay, that's dope.
I thought it was dope.
Super Cat. Yeah, shout out to Super Cat. Because he's a dancehall legend. You know what I mean?
Hands down.
Nah,
so you about to say, Brian?
No, I just want to get it because you wanted to get into Squid Games. I did not watch Squid Games.
I did.
We had wait. We had a whole not debate, but back and forth on in our group chat on the Roger. Why I didn't want to watch Squid Games, and because Felicia actually brought it up to me that, yo, did you want to watch this? And I watched the trailer and I was like, nah, I'm good, I'm straight. And I didn't watch it.
I was the same way.
I'm still not watching it because it's still a biggest thing on social media. Like
zombie movies and
Avenue.
Watch this. Dancing with watches Dancing with the Stars with his wife.
Look, no, I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. She doesn't watch Dancing with the Stars. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Fuck out of here, man.
Nigga not watching it because they gotta watch Grey's Anatomy season 35.
Well, no, she does watch Grey's Anatomy. That's the funny shit. But look, this is, but I'll explain it to the audience why I don't watch. I didn't watch Squid Games, and I don't watch torture for torture's sake.
It's not torture.
I don't. It is though. If I'm playing a game that I will die in a violent manner with fucking brains blown out on somebody else's fucking skull. I don't care for that.
Ron, have you watched Squid Games yet?
I'm done with the whole series, man.
Now, this is why I support. I'm glad you said that. You said initially you felt like Brian.
Yeah, because my first
Go ahead.
My first introduction to the show, I'm watching it, and it kind of starts off kind of slow, and I fell asleep. like I fell asleep on it, and I wake up. This is no lie. I wake up to the scene where they're playing red light, green light.
Red light, green light. Yeah.
I go to sleep, and I'm going to sleep. I'm like, yo, this shit is boring as hell. And I wake up to
oh shit.
Oh shit! What the
Your head's
fuck?
getting
What
blown
is this? What is
Right.
going on? So and then it just continued, and then it just continuously ran like that through the whole season. Like
I
it
feel the
was
same way about Walking Dead. Brian, listen, we were roommates the entire time Walking Dead was starting. And Brian was up. He was probably on like 5 or like up to season 4 or 5.
I think I
right?
watched up to
let
15.
me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When they killed my man Herschel, that's when I stopped.
The season, you know what? I love that. I love that season. The season after that, when they killed homie that was in The Wire.
Yeah.
Can't remember homie's name.
But what I'm saying is,
I was like, yo, fuck this fucking whole show.
What I'm saying is, I think
the
the zombie genre is a snooze fest.
Wait a
minute, Brian. Wait, hold on. What did it say? Wait a damn minute. I think the zombie genre is a snooze fest for a lot of reasons. But if you hit on a zombie flick or whatever, like my movie Zombieland, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's also mine. And the sequel.
When I'm watching Walking Dead, it like if it looks dry, it doesn't look like I'm gonna like it, or it's like I'm just thinking, it's just a zombie movie. I'm not interested. But I'm watching it and I'm like, all right, I can fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched it and my perspective changed. Now I'm like, I'm all the way in. I mean, I'm not Brian all the way. I'm not playing the video game version of it, but I'm in though.
TT, hold on, wait. So you watch a Rob Zombie movie, right?
I love Rob Zombie movies.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Ron.
Both of them. I like both of them.
There's more than one. There's more than two.
Or, really? Give me another.
Rob Zombie's Halloween. To me,
no, that's
I forgot about the Halloween. I watched that too. I like that one too. Huh?
Rob Zombie's Halloween, bro. His version of Halloween was forget it.
No, I'm saying I watched that too, but I'm talking about the ones that he
like the Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects and 1,000 Corpses. That was Rejects and 1,000 Corpses.
First of all, the bad guys won at the end. Wait. Let me just say this. The bad guys won at the end, and they raped and pillaged fucking innocent people in act number 2. In act number 1, it's still some bullshit. Fam. The Saw. So you fuck with the Saw. You fuck with the Saw series.
Yeah.
You fuck with. I don't fuck with it. Like I don't want to see fucking people get smashed.
See, it's the difference, Brian. The difference is this. This is the difference. Here's the thing. The reason why I have an issue with you comparing Squid Game to Saw or any of the other is because they weren't forced to do this. They had an option. They got a choice. They chose.
There's several other in betweens. Rob Zombie movies are at one spectrum. Squid Games might be in the middle of this shit.
I don't even think Rob Zombie movies when I think about Squid Games. There's no connection to me.
I think you should see the through line. I see the through line. It is what it is. Like I see the through line. Torture for torture's sake. I don't fuck with it.
It's not for torture's sake.
It is.
No, it's not. It's about
they're in debt. No. It's an
that.
acronym. It's a fucking.
It's actually not
metaphor.
even about that. It's actually not even about that. It's about people and who you are at the end of it. And so if I ruin it for you, then
you can ruin this fuck out of it because I'm not watching it.
Okay, well, great, cool. Because you have a really wrong perspective about what you think it is, and it's actually about morals.
It's about morals.
It's about morals.
Yeah, if you can.
And it's about people, and it's about
you can have all those noble shit, all the noble shit. You know what I'm saying?
So Brian, is it? So is it the killing that you got a problem with? What like?
No, because he
you
loves
like-
killing shows.
Wait.
That.
So you
know,
said you don't.
He loves
So-
that.
You know
you-
what it is. That's not true.
No,
I'm trying to understand like what is your biggest pushback? You said
prejudged.
torture for torture's sake, but
I
you
don't
watch plenty of movies where
there's
people
a
torture
person
people.
right there. So there is a instilled oppressor that is
No.
making people.
Well, wait. If
See,
I ruin it
that's
for
a
him,
fact.
T. If I ruin
Don't ruin it for him.
tell him
Do
that
not
the
ruin it for
oppressor
him.
is a part of the game, then I'm sorry, I'm gonna ruin it. The
Don't ruin it
oppressor is
for
a
him.
part of it.
Don't ruin it for the audience.
Oh, I'm shit. I didn't know y'all.
Yeah, dude.
I figured to UNC. I'm so sorry. I need to shut up.
You know what, bro? Just
I
because she
think
said
the thing about
she's trying to make it something else
My bad.
from
No.
what I
I
saw
think the
in
thing about the
trailer,
show is
it's different. I'll watch it. If it's not torture for torture's sake, I'll get on this fucking podcast and say, yo, I was wrong. But the
so you
trailer
have
made me
wait,
think
B,
one
so
way.
you have not watched one episode yet, right?
I have not watched one episode. I watched the trailer.
You gotta watch. You have to watch at least the first episode, and then we gotta come back because I think you'll.
There's no investment.
I think you'll still feel the way that you feel.
I don't
Well,
see
because
investment.
it's either gonna grab you or it's not.
Or film or fucking.
No, okay. Listen. This is why. Hold up, real quick. This is why I compared it to Walking Dead, and as far as the investment part. You remember the first episode of Walking Dead? How it was like you had Rick,
Yeah.
and he went.
Ron
Like
Grimes
you
woke
got
up.
there was they built the investment. Like okay, let me see where this goes, and that's sort of what happens in Squid Game. Like okay, let me see where this goes. You know what I'm saying? There's no investment. So if I didn't look at the trailer, so I can't connect with what you're saying because I didn't look at the trailer. I didn't look and see.
I watched the trailer. I thought it was. I was like, okay, this is Saw. This is whatever else. Hostel.
Yeah,
Because
I
you
don't
got-
think the trailer.
oh,
I don't think the
that's a
trailer
better-
did the
I
show
love.
justice.
Oh, so you don't like Hostel either?
The
No,
trailer didn't do the show
the
justice.
hill has eyes. None of that shit appeals to me at all, bro.
Wrong
doesn't.
turn.
No, it's trash.
Yeah,
It's all
that's
trash.
That's
movie.
why
It's
I
all
say he
trash,
was.
bro.
Yeah,
It's trash.
because for me the element was it was two things about the show. It was the element of surprise, right? There's the element of surprise, and then it's also you start to get invested because you're sitting there, you're looking at yourself, how the hell would I hold up in this competition?
I mean, I feel you.
You start to, you really start to. It's a mind fuck. It's a mind fuck.
did watch a
It
video.
really is.
I did watch a video of somebody that was fluent in Korean that was giving more character to a bunch of the shit that if you watch it in closed caption, if you didn't watch the subtitle or subtitle, but the dubbing, that's dub. The dub.
It's dub.
Dub, yeah, right.
Please watch the dub version.
Okay.
And if you didn't watch the dub version, you watch the closed caption where it's Korean actual fucking shit, and then you read what they said, then it would be a vastly different fucking film for you or series.
Funny story.
Yeah, I mean,
What I will do,
Go ahead.
because she's recommending it, you're saying that it's not what I'm thinking it is, and Ron saying, yo, it's boring, but you can get into it. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it because on Friday I had the whole day off.
Thank you, God.
I'll watch it.
no, it's literally Brian for me. No, it's literally after that first competition that they do in the first episode. After that,
I've seen similar, like the trailer makes it feel like there's a bunch of things that makes
I
it.
want to watch the trailer. You gonna make me watch the trailer now. I gotta watch the trailer now.
All right, don't do
I
that.
didn't like the trailer, dog.
Watch the trailer.
I wasn't a fan of the trailer. The trailer made me. It doesn't represent it to me.
I'm sure maybe it doesn't represent it the picture or the series as well as it should have. But at the end of the day, that's what you sell the whatever you want to sell.
No, it's what draws you in. There's no question about that.
It didn't draw me
There's
in.
no question
I
about
was
that.
like, okay, this is blood splatter.
For me, it was. So for
You're
me, it was
making
why
people,
is this show number one for like 3 weeks in a row? Like that's what that was for me.
nigga, my nigga, I love The Circle. The Circle is probably number one for fucking like 4 weeks. I love The Circle.
Yeah,
It's
it was number one forever. Yeah.
I love that. I love that show. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't get it. It goes off too fast. They should make that shit for 20 weeks. They should make that shit for fucking whole year. Yeah, they should make them niggas say, "Yo, look, you
know
live
what's
here
funny,
for
man?
2 years on this nigga. Yo, you
Well,
need to
because
be
you know,
like,
the popularity,
bro,
if the
I love that
popularity
fucking show,
continues,
bro. Like, nah, bro. Like,
if the
yeah.
popularity continues, they're gonna have to add things to the show to keep the viewer watching. So.
No, I mean, I we always looking for something. Shout out to Until Death.
Yeah.
Until Death. That was Megan Fox movie. It's a combination of a bunch of different movies you've probably seen before, but it's still a dope movie. And yeah, man.
No, it had its own twist.
It has its own twist. So yeah, I'm not. No. So every movie of that ilk has its own twist.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
Right.
Shout out to Fuck Cancer. You got the pink on. That's a fact.
This is actually the 2000. This is actually the 2019.
Breast cancer one.
This the 2000. This the 2019 version of High Styles breast cancer awareness. This right here is the 2020 version. Biden roll out
this year. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? And we're gonna wear pink. I'm wearing red, but purple, pink, and all that.
I have an aunt that's a breast cancer survivor, man. 30 plus years. So
we're gonna keep it on TV though. Like I hear you, bro. Watch. You won the debate. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it. Squid Game. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, just give it a try, man.
The other person that has been making big waves is Dave Chappelle.
The GOAT.
Yeah,
did you watch it, Ron?
Did you watch it? You watch it? Watch the closer?
I actually watched it this morning.
Okay. So I have opinions. I have at least one opinion. And I'm sure you do, T and Ron. I think a lot of social media, I think that's what he was talking about with social media, like the narratives that you continue to hold no matter what people say. He could have had, and he was trying to troll. He was trolling. He was definitely trolling with a lot of his jokes. He had a whole fucking joke about fucking killing niggas with COVID. That was the fucking like.
Yo,
he said he killed thousands of niggas with COVID. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're trying to hold a nigga that says that to the fucking standard that you're talking about. Anyway. And at a certain point, it's more about, especially on Twitter, I think it's more about reinforcing your narrative than actually like listening to what somebody has to say.
Of course.
I will detract. This is what I will say about his stand-up, because he had a whole 15-minute bit about his friend Daphne. Shout out to her, rest in peace to her. And rest in peace to her. I'm not gonna she was a trans woman, and shout out to her that committed suicide. You cannot bring somebody up like that and not come off like I have the black friend. I have black friends person as a white person. Like you're
talking about speaking of Daphne?
When he's speaking of Daphne, like specifically,
are you saying that's his version of the white person having a black friend?
Yeah, it's the white person's version of I have black friends.
I don't agree. I don't agree. I'll say this. I understand why you would say that.
I like that whole segment, that whole I got it
Great
for what
story.
it was.
It was a great
I
story.
think he was trying to convey a message that if you didn't want to hear it, that's where it could go. You know what I mean? And
I see how you would see that. I see how you would see that. The only thing I would push back on that is, had he been like, yeah, I have a trans friend named Daphne, and that was the story. If the story was about him having a trans friend, then I would agree with you.
Okay.
But that wasn't the story. The point of it was like, yo, you guys are making your people kill themselves by the way y'all treat people.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
no,
you on social media typing is what's doing these things.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not killing me. You're not just doing harm to the people who you hate. You're harming people who you swear you stand by and swear you love.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yo,
The way that he also tells that story, I mean, it seemed like it was just a genuine mutual likeness.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to make it sound like it was some type of. I'm just saying that I can see.
Yeah, you playing devil's advocate, basically.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. But like any
like
person,
how it's perceived to the world.
Yeah, like if you're gonna present,
yeah, right, okay.
If you're gonna present that to 20 million people, however many people it is, then I can see somebody saying that, damn, that was your friend. First off, they're gonna take up for you because you're Dave Chappelle. You have this platform. So she took up for you. She got that dragging because of you, and that
they're gonna deflect. It's your fault.
That was and that cancel culture doesn't. I also actually Cat Williams also like has expounded on this a little bit. Cancel culture doesn't actually exist. Like there's who's been canceled?
Yeah,
Chrisette Michelle. Who's been canceled? There's been mobs.
A rack of people.
There's a lot of mobs. There's a lot of mobs that don't like one thing or another, but it doesn't stop anybody from making money.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
Where?
It is a lie. There are a lot of listen. Okay, I think it would come down to what do you consider being canceled. If you are if you are a mega star or a rising star, and they come for you and they land some jabs, you not rising no more, and your bag is shortened. If their goal isn't to actually cancel you completely. If they can take money out of your pocket, they've won. That's the mission.
He brought up he brought up Kevin Hart. He can get do the Oscars or whatever.
For the Oscar whole shit that he went through with the Oscars.
He's done three since that time. He's done 3 specials. Has those specials been funny?
No.
Objectively.
Hart?
No.
Kevin Hart. Yeah. Kevin Hart. No, right?
No.
He's had the opportunity and the platform.
Was it irreplaceable after that? I'm sorry, irresponsible?
Yeah, he's had like
since he had a step down.
He's had 3.
Since irresponsible wasn't funny to you guys?
Brian, I think Kevin Hart is a good example.
How is he's
because it's the
example.
The reason why is because of the way he handled it. Like he handled it better than instead of fighting. Not really. He made some mistakes. He
apologized at the beginning.
But I'm saying,
he had some back and forth.
But the thing about it is he didn't double down and triple down. Like some of these people are doubling, tripling, and stand. Yo, this is where I'm at. Can't relent.
He's tripling down. But even
can't cancel
I think people are misinterpreting what Dave is saying. At the end of the day, I think a lot of this is misinterpretation in what you want to believe and how you want to believe.
He even said that was.
Yeah, he wasn't. I don't think he. I don't know, man.
You know what's funny about watching Dave and then watching the reactions? You ever be talking to somebody who's arguing with you? Like you know, when you're arguing with your woman and she get to her irrational mindset, and then you be like, I agree with you. You're right. And she's still arguing with you as if you're saying the complete opposite of I agree with you and you're right.
Right.
That's how they are. Like he's saying, he could be saying, I agree with you and you're right. And they're still going to be like, I hate you. You're this, you're that, you're third. It's like, yo, what the fuck? You can't win for losing. You can't win for losing. That's why he don't eat like whatever. Look at this crowd.
That's why I respect Dave. I respect how he did
because one thing that separates Chappelle from Hart is the fact that
he stood on his shit.
Chappelle's gonna tell you, Chappelle's been telling you, I don't care what you think of me. This is me. Love me or hate me. Whereas
because he's
Kevin.
Go ahead.
Kevin's been a little
Kevin needs
bit,
that.
you know.
Kevin needs that.
He's way more sensitive.
Kevin's been a little bit worried, more
outwardly
sensitive. His bag is different from Chappelle's.
It's way different. And Kev has a lot more people eating at his table and dependent on him. Whereas when Dave walked away, there wasn't a whole team of
Neil and him, and maybe
that's it.
Neil Brennan, it was Neil Brennan and
so Dave basically like he wasn't putting a hope. The people whose livelihoods he might have been affecting were the people who were adversely affecting his livelihood in the first place. Whereas Kevin really hasn't had that. The difference. So my thing is this.
Let me tell you something. Them plastic cup boys.
That's funny.
Of course,
man. If he didn't have that crew,
it would look different for him.
I think it would look different.
And if the people in that crew didn't have him,
no.
You know what? They were great friends.
It's like the Nelly St. Louis equation.
I agree.
Kevin Hart and Nelly,
except for their idiots.
Great friends. Shout out to them. Yeah.
Except for what?
Except for their idiots, the St. Lunatics.
The St. Lunatics.
They're idiots.
Especially Ali.
Especially Ali. They're idiots. They're idiots. Like, listen.
My favorite was Murphy Lee out of all of them.
He an idiot too. Idiot too. Yeah. All them idiots. All them idiots.
I haven't heard. You're saying that they should have carried. They should have took a little bit. They should have carried it a little bit longer than what they did.
No, what the way they were idiots on the business end of what they were doing, and
that's what I'm saying.
Yes, idiots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like Nelly took bullets for them for the longest time, and it was like, I'm gonna let y'all know what happened.
That's exactly.
And I'm like, yo, these niggas, they fucking idiots. Yeah. Fucking idiots. But it's like you hear about this shit all the time, and it's not surprising. Like yo,
I mean, low key, we could talk about the whole Beanie Siegel state property situation.
Not all of them are idiots though.
But no,
just Beanie Siegel.
I'm talking about the leader. I'm talking about Siegel.
Just Siegel.
Still in that situation, did not handle state property right.
Because he's an idiot. But if you listen to him talk, he tells you he's an idiot. He just don't say I'm an idiot. Like if you don't know how to control your emotions, you make dumbass decisions based on not being able to control your emotions. You may be the smartest person in the world. You're still an idiot to me. If you jeopardizing the bag and that's what matters. I mean, because if the money didn't matter, you'd be rapping on the corner. So don't say the money don't matter. The money matters, right? So why would you jeopardize the money because you want to be stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you expected loyalty from God? You don't. It wasn't like the different state property didn't grow up together. They were some guys from Philadelphia.
They was put together. I mean, for lack of a
they were put together, basically. They put together. So if
they knew of each other through being in Philly, but they weren't like. I think Free and Siegel were only two that were friends prior to the whole thing, right?
So at the end of the day, if they like, yo, the Locks, good times, bad times, high times, cold times, they still together.
That's just family, man.
And that's my whole thing. Like, yo, you gotta be able. When you lock it in, it's like, all right, we can go and do 50 million things. They can't change the bond we got. You can't change the bond we got. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no money gonna come, but we gonna get money or we not gonna get money, but it ain't gonna change our relationship with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, another one, like Outkast. Like, yo, would they be making more money right now if Andre was still a studio rat or studio or whatever term you want to call somebody who stays in the studio and side by side with Big Boy making music and they putting out group albums back and you know what I'm saying? Of course they will make more money. But because they are brothers, Big Boy said, I can still make
it's beyond music, yeah.
exactly.
It's beyond music, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, they're not people outside who don't know the inner workings of how shit like that goes. You would probably assume, oh, they broke up or they beefing. No, that's my brother. I'm watching him grow that way. And that's all it is.
And that's how Kevin Hart, and that, you know, and if we can circle back around to the whole Chappelle Kevin Hart thing. I mean, that's what Kevin Hart was essentially saying to himself. It was like, listen, man, my take, look, I got a round table here.
Yeah.
I got a team. I have a team here, and I'm not here if they're not here. So he had a lot more to worry about than Chappelle if Chappelle was put into that situation, because Chappelle wouldn't have gave a shit.
And you know,
Chappelle wouldn't have gave two fucks about that.
So I need to reach back because I feel like you reacted a certain type of way when I said the GOAT.
Cool.
When Brian said Chappelle and I said the GOAT, I feel like you reacted a certain type of way.
Me?
What was that about? Yeah.
What do you mean? No, I think he is. What do you mean?
Okay, I thought you was had it to
If
say.
you go back, I said no. If you go back, I go woo. I go the GOAT.
Oh, I misinterpreted it. Okay, my bad.
No. Man, listen.
So,
I watched Chappelle. I watched Chappelle's whole Netflix series.
Yeah, I think Chappelle's show
10 times over.
I think Chappelle's stand-up, his last stand-up, or even his last four, got really like misinterpreted. And it's more so about the person that is misinterpreting it than Chappelle himself. Maybe it's not funny. Maybe it's funny to you. It doesn't matter whether it's funny or not funny to you.
That's all good. There's nobody. I don't think there's nobody in the middle of that. I think you either love this man or you hate this man.
What I'm saying is it can be transphobic or not transphobic, but punch, like he was saying, like you can say cancel culture doesn't exist. Like I don't feel like it exists. Just like if you listen to Cat Williams' explanation of it, that I feel that I'm on more on that side. Like I can put it. I mean, maybe I'll post it, whatever. On
why doesn't it exist to you?
Because if you're great at your job, you'll never be able to be canceled. Just like Dave can't be canceled. He can say whatever he wants. He can't be canceled. It is what it is. Louis C.K., the reason why he was low is because he sexually assaulted women. By throwing your dick out in front of people unsolicited, that's different than me telling a joke on a stage. Me,
Aziz Ansari.
Aziz has self-isolated himself. He does not have to be fucking canceled. He did that to himself.
He did, I like
everybody who has heard that story.
That nigga ran away.
What the fuck is
he
this?
Ran away.
Bullshit. And he didn't.
He ran away.
He did not have to.
Yo, Verse. Either Aziz has some more negative shit that can come out, or he was just being a coward.
But don't you think
that's part of it, though, Brian? Okay. Let's look at who you said cancel culture doesn't exist. The two people you talking about who said Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle are two bold motherfuckers. You wouldn't consider them cowards, right? So part of the cancel culture requires somebody that's going to cower. You know what I'm saying? Not just, it's a difference between cowering and somebody saying, okay, you know what? Y'all right, I'm wrong, I apologize. Let me make amends. Those are two different things. Cowering is like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can bring this. I'm out of here. And then they take, like, yo, Aziz Ansari was a headliner. He had specials. He had TV shows. He had offers out the ass. And a chick came out and said,
Run was insane, man.
Right. I didn't even watch the second.
Insane.
And it's no disrespect to her name.
I know you talking
Lena Rafe.
about, yeah.
Lena Rafe. She's the star. She listened to the star of the show. I haven't watched it yet. Because I'm worried, like, yo, if they shifted direction from what I first saw, I don't know if I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is, like, yo, he was, and that's why I said it depends on what you consider cancel culture, bro. Because he was up there. He was up there.
He canceled himself.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, Brian. No, he didn't cancel himself. He allowed himself to be canceled. He let them cancel him. That's cancel culture. So how does it not exist then?
Wait.
I think that's kind of the same thing.
How does Dave Chappelle have five Netflix, the same platform Aziz is on, right? How does he have 5 fucking specials saying the same shit about transgenders that they don't like? Whatever, however you want to cut that shit down. Whether I feel like they're phobic or not phobic, or they think it's phobic or not phobic, however you want to break that shit down. Aziz had one story about him come out about how he pressed a joint to have sex with him, and wait,
he ain't pressed.
Not even pressed. It just he
had sex with her. She didn't like having sex. She wasn't satisfied with having sex.
It wasn't right.
Yeah,
crazy. They didn't even get to that point. Like they got up to the ring.
But she allowed some shit to happen that she didn't necessarily want to have happen. Whatever was going to happen.
I think both of you guys are right. I think it was a combination of the two.
And that's what I'm saying.
Both of you guys are right because it was a combination of wrong. It was a combination of.
I can see why Lucy K is still an enigma. You can't just like go out your front step and say, "Yo, here's my dick. Look at it."
All right. Okay.
That's your teeth.
So, listen.
He can do that. I can't.
Listen.
It's a combination of both. I think both of you guys are right on that.
What I'm saying is, cancel culture exists because it's a thing that people know and believe about. They believe it. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not it's a self-inflicted.
We're all
you know what I'm saying? So why? That's like toxic masculinity. That's not a fucking thing. But enough people say it and make it sound like something that sounds right.
We're invested now in these, yeah.
So and that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I agree that, yo, if you tell me I'm canceled and I say I'm not canceled, then nigga, I'm not motherfucking canceled. But it doesn't mean cancel culture don't exist because somebody could be right beside me, do the same thing, and they say, yo, he canceled. And you like,
okay. Hold on, wait. Let's roll it back.
Okay. They can't cancel us, though, I tell you that much. You ain't ever canceling on the motherfucking ride up. What up? It's your boy T. Go ahead, Brian.
It's your man B. George Washington, slave owner, right?
Go ahead.
You just said fuck him.
Fuck him.
If 1 million black people said fuck him, even though they didn't have the voice to say fuck him 50 years ago, even though he has statues, monuments to his name, is that cancel culture?
He's dead.
I don't give a fuck whether he's dead or not. That's
all right,
thing.
Let me. Okay.
Let's okay. Well, I can do.
I'll say this.
Something better than that.
I'll say like this.
I can do better than that.
If George Washington wasn't on money, yes, he could be canceled. So unless you can outsource the dollar bill.
That's been on money. Every president that's on money is a racist piece of shit. Fuck them all. But anyway, let's move forward. I'll say a president that's alive. That's a racist that every black man or black person loved at any given point. William Jefferson Clinton is a piece of shit.
Guy.
It's a piece of shit. They said he was the first black president. He's a piece of fucking shit.
Because
right?
we're idiots.
Wait.
Go ahead.
He authorized not the first, not the second, not the third, because Joe Biden has been authorized. He's been a part of a lot of crime bills. We talk about the 94 crime bill. Let's talk about the 94 crime bill.
Don't commit no motherfucking crime, nigga.
Let's talk about the 94 crime bill. Crack cocaine. You can get 30 years for crack cocaine, but you can get 5 years for powder. Let's talk about this shit. Let's talk about it all. Because he had a saxophone. That shit can fly.
And the funny thing is, niggas don't even. Hey, the funny thing is, niggas don't even be listening to jazz like that.
Niggas thought he was Kenny G and shit. What are you talking about?
Hey, yo. Hey, listen. Like, it's funny that you said that. I was like, yo, niggas don't even listen to jazz no more.
But he brought that saxophone out and niggas
I was in here playing some Miles Davis the other day, and my cousin was like, hey, I like that. But he didn't know who it was. I'm like, yeah, this is Miles Davis.
Oh, wow.
But he knew it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely some Miles Davis music that I can hear that I wouldn't know it was him. But I would like or John Coltrane, all of them, I wouldn't know it was him. But the whole point is like, yo, if right now, if you walk outside and hear some jazz, you probably expecting a beat to drop and it's a sample about to be a rap record or some shit like that when you're in the hood.
On some lo-fi beat. You know what I'm saying?
But Brian, I get your point, Brian. I'm not saying I definitely get your point. But what I'm saying is, it's the figment of the imagination allows it to exist. Is what I'm saying. I
agree with what you're saying.
Because people live on Instagram.
Level, it does exist. At a level, it does exist. Rachel Dolezal, the white woman that pretended to be black.
Yeah. NAACP chick.
She was canceled. And she's still canceled. Chrisette Michelle sung before Donald Trump's inauguration. She was canceled, and she's still canceled to a degree. I'm sure there's more people playing her shit.
I'm gonna tell you what it is about her, and there's a difference. I'm gonna tell you, it's a difference between the people that you're naming, because the chick from NAACP, right? We didn't know who she was for real. She was banging with black folk because she was NAACP. What's going on? Need some water. I need some more water. She wasn't. She's out of sight, out of mind. It's a difference. Chrisette Michelle.
No, she has to live that with her for real life. She can't get a job because of her. She can't even get a job.
Fuck her.
I'm not saying that. That's Chrisette not her. I'm just saying she can't get a job.
Chrisette Michelle wasn't. This is why she's not canceled for real. Because all Chrisette Michelle needs to do is change genres, and she can sing for people who love Donald Trump.
But you can say that about fucking whoever.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, all she has a good enough voice that she just needs to. She could change. She could have changed if she really wanted to make the music.
Yeah, that's facts.
But she was canceled because she knew that she made a mistake.
Yes.
Now, the mistake was underestimating how people would react. The mistake wasn't in taking the money. She should have leveraged that shit. She made a mistake. Like, yo, baby, it's a bad look. And sometimes we make bad looks, and she didn't fight. She didn't fight, and she didn't try to recruit anybody to fight and fuck anybody who was saying they love that woman who's in the industry and let her career down.
Questlove said he'd pay her money to not do
Questlove. Fuck Questlove. For that part. For that part. Not wait. I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
I'll give you 50 stacks.
I'm gonna tell you why I say this, Brian. 50 stacks. I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't know how much it was. I'm just saying that
I'm gonna tell you why.
He paid her.
Why?
Okay.
Do they have a relationship? Like, does she care?
I think
know this was-
All right, cool. Hey,
Brian.
Brian, if I got a platform and you my mans and you about to make a decision that I don't bang with and I don't think you should do it for your career, and I'm like, bro, I will pay you not to do it, and you go on a limb and say, you know what, see, I have to do this. I'm like, all right, go ahead, do your thing. But guess what? I'm not going to turn my back on you. After the fact, does my platform not exist still? Do I not have a platform? I'm like, listen, like Dave Chappelle, he got a picture with the baby. How much does he know the baby?
Not really.
Did he not just go and cape for the baby?
Yes, he did.
So if you're going to get online and say, oh, I'll pay you after the fact, motherfucker, then where you at a year? Nigga, that was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. You mean you couldn't even let a year pass? Hey, yo, Chrisette, I got a hook. Nigga, you on the Tonight Show. A bunch of white people watch the Tonight Show. Yo, I want her in the band. She's gonna do some tour dates with me. She gonna be singing with me. So don't cap and say you know you wouldn't. Nigga, it sounds good. That shit sounds good.
Who canceled? But who canceled Chrisette Michele?
Black women. That's the difference.
Because
bingo. You asked the question I want you to ask.
Because we have to. Okay, so here's some things that we have to factor in. She just had an Audi commercial.
I gotta log off real quick. But he's right. Verse is right. It's black women. It's because R. Kelly is still in the, and he's threatening. First of all, he had sex with black boys. There's black witnesses that underage that he had sex with.
Kels, do it. They're Robert Sylvester Kelly.
There's black boys. There's not only black girls that are victims. There's black boys that are victims. I'm just saying that
underage. I don't give a fuck if it's boys or girls. Underage.
First, there's a difference for a lot of people. There's a lot of that pedophile. The women pedophiles are different from men pedophiles.
No. I'm talking about who you're sexually being a predator, who you're predator. The fact that he's a predator, so he needs to go regardless of this girl.
Nobody knew he was a predator for men as boys as well, and I think that was a part of how people could shield themselves from still trying to support R. Kelly. I think that was a part of it. I think not only think I know that's a fact.
Man, all I know is Kels saying he got names. Kels.
And he should drop them as soon as possible.
Names.
Yeah, give me the names. Before you get strung up, drop them names before you get strung up, nigga.
And he said it's some names.
You
get them to us.
Yo, drop them names before you get strung up in that fucking same fucking
I know where you going. Layup. I knew it was a layup. That was a layup, Brian.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Hey, listen, just don't tell Gail. Do it on drink. Like give Drink Tabs that interview, bro. Stop. Yeah, hey, listen, stop, man. Stop giving Brad these good interviews.
Wait. While we're talking about Drink Tabs.
Y'all killing me out
Noriega. Wait. Noriega, bro, you need to correct this shit. Romani Falco, homie that's been on a rack of shit on 40-Year-Old Virgin on
Think Like a Man. Think Like a Man too.
He had a character called Tawana Jackson, and you let what's on me? $1 million worth of game. Gilly and his cousin defame him because they thought they stole his character off of Wallow.
Right.
And they have not fucking taken that fucking shit back. Even though his shit Tawana Jackson is based off his father, and Tawana Jackson has a whole YouTube channel 10 years from before fucking Wallow has even got out of prison. But you let fucking Wallow and Gilly defame Romani Falco.
did Noriega have pre-existing knowledge of this?
He had pre-existing knowledge that he thought Tijuana Jackson was a facsimile of Wallow.
But my whole point is, you said he let.
No, I don't know if he did or not. I'm just saying, if you did 2 minutes of fucking research and went to a fucking YouTube channel, nigga, no. It's a whole year since that fucking episode came out.
So basically what you're saying is he needs to come and retract.
This way?
So you saying he needs to come and retract? Because you saying it is
he needs to be retracted.
The way you said it made it right, but what I'm saying, the way you said it made it sound like he knew the facts, but let him say it regardless.
I'm saying that at this point, a year later, that Gillian Wallow know the facts. Gillian Wallow know the facts because their fans told them the facts. Their fans on fucking YouTube and wherever the fuck else told them the facts. And Noriega should know the facts at this point by now.
Noriega
no, shake your head, bro. Yo,
I'm about to tell you.
We all read our fucking YouTube comments.
Right?
If 100 fucking people say the same shit on our shit, not to say that 100 people listen to our shit. I'm just saying, if 100 people listen,
if
I had 1,000 motherfuckers listening to my shit, and I seen 100 people say the same shit, Romani wasn't on that. Romani had his own original fucking story because you gave him 20 minutes. You gave him 20 minutes to tell this fucking story. You gave him 20 minutes to tell this story about how Romani had stole this shit, made a whole fucking movie about your life. You a fucking liar, bro. That's some bullshit. Wallow.
So
no, wait.
I'm asking you a question. So is your beef with Wallow or Nori?
People do both of them niggas.
Because Nori gave him the platform?
I'm sure that Gilly sized him to do that. Like, no. Between Noriega, Gilly, and Wallow.
Okay.
Noriega brought up the fucking subject, right?
Okay.
Tijuana Jones about your man's about Wallow, and then Gilly said, I said it was. I told him I DM'd him about that bullshit. Nigga, if you DM'd him about that bullshit, you would have then knew if you went to a fucking a YouTube and saw his fucking shit was from 2009, then you should have shut the fuck up.
Nori has went on record on his show and
I'm not even talking about Nori at that point.
He know niggas be lying.
I'm talking about Gilly. I'm not talking about Noriega. He can say whatever the fuck he wants to say, and it just doesn't affect him. I'm talking about Gilly.
Well, you also got to look at what was also
all this other wild shit.
You got to also think what was premeditated in that whole conversation too.
What was what?
You got to think about what also was premeditated in that conversation too. If anything was,
they want Wallow's fucking character to be some type of fucking 101 when it's not. Wallow's not.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As far as what was actually discussed beforehand, it's not like I don't think they went into that interview blindsided. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they went into, because Nori. Listen, I've been watching Drink Champs. I'm an avid fan of this. I'm hooked on Drink Champs.
As are we.
It seems like there's certain situations where it looks like it's really premeditated when he sits down with certain people, and then there's other interviews.
What I think was he asked the question because they wanted to talk about it. He asked the question because they wanted to talk about it, but they've never come back and said.
Yeah, that's why he asked. Do you think it was premeditated?
That's what I'm saying.
But because fuck Nori in that equation. They wanted to talk about it, and they did for at least 15 to 20 minutes in their fucking interview. So they never came back and said, "Yo, we fucked that up." We didn't know that Wallow came out in 2019, and Tijuana Jackson's fucking whole YouTube came in 2010. He was on whole BT carpets in 2010. Romani was in fucking as the character. Like, dog, what are y'all talking about? And y'all calling all faggot niggas, bitch ass niggas, all this other wild shit. Yo, if somebody were to come to see you, I would not be mad. Who could be mad if somebody coming to see you because you calling the nigga a faggot, a nigga the dick sucking ass nigga, like all this other wild shit. If you come at me and say some shit that was completely false, and then call me a dick sucking ass nigga, we gonna have to see each other. I'm not even a street nigga. You know what I am? Smiling because I'm not a street nigga. I'm saying like, yo, fam, you're not gonna say that shit about me and then it be completely wrong.
I think.
I mean, that's why I question the whole. You know.
That's some wild shit to me.
The motive.
That's some wild shit.
The motive.
Yeah, that's why I question it.
That's some cloud chasing shit, bro. That's some cloud chasing shit, bro. And I can't.
I don't deny that.
I don't even hate Gilly. I don't hate them niggas because Gilly's funny. Wallow's cool. Gilly's funny. Wallow's cool. They both made their mark, even in this podcast game. Period. Like
they found
you're
defaming
other black men.
And I think
this is a busy highway.
And I think that's part of the beast, bro. And that's part of why, like, think about when you misstep, it gives you an opportunity to gain redemption. Like
they could have done that. They could have brought Romani on their fucking show.
Why rush? They not what? Why? No. From what standpoint do you feel like they need to rush to reconcile?
They don't have to rush, but they should know. If they took a whole wait. Romani didn't address this shit until last month.
Okay.
Romani didn't address it directly until last month. So It took a year. Wait. It took a year for him to address it, but his fans addressed it as soon as they saw it.
So what?
Gilly's fans addressed it as soon as they saw it.
So what? That's part of it.
So what?
Listen,
at least you know enough.
So what? The reason why I say so what, Brian, is because it is. All right, I jumped out there. I said the wrong thing. Sure, I could just come back and be like, "Oh, guys, you know what? My bad. We messed up." And this is a money game. There's no money in that shit. Like they're not about to cut. No, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. You saying they see they come? So you're probably right. They probably do know that they were wrong. So my whole thing is this, bro. In the game of money, I'm not. If I got it, that's now something in the clip that I can hold for later. So I'm not gonna hold in the clip, and it may sound cynical, but it's a thing, bro. It's a thing. Yeah, I could just come back and say, "Oh, hey guys, Romani Malco situation, that was on us. We was wrong. Salute him." Or maybe ratings slipping, maybe something happening. We need some spark. Hey, yo, Romani Malco, I want you to come on the show. We want to do something, or they can recreate the buzz. So now I'm apologizing in person and giving you platform.
Because at the
and
end
then
of the day,
he's on the tour. Then he's on the tour. He's on the Drink Champs.
What matters is how do I get my audience to come back?
And that's why they're not going to rush. They have no.
I get my?
They don't fear him. They don't fear his fans. His fans are not going to move their numbers in a negative. Like, what is it going to hurt them? It's not going to hurt them. So it's like I have no reason to publicly just give it away. You know what I'm saying?
Shock value. It's shock value.
And that's exactly what they are. If you watch a lot of their stuff, that's what they are.
It's
like,
shock value.
Like Wallow talks like he got gems, but I'm like, I know 2 dozen niggas just like him. Just don't have a platform.
And that's fam. All right, bro. We're coming up on a destination. I appreciate Ron Hubbard.
Yes,
coming
sir.
through the, you know what I mean?
Hey, Gilly.
sir.
Hey, Gilly Wallow, watch your back because Brian coming for your ass. And Nori don't think you
I
can't
feel
get
Ron
slapped
Jackson
either.
come for your ass with that. You know what I mean? You got a whole ass fucking movie, and you got a podcast. So you know,
You got some
What?
explaining to do.
I mean,
B Money, you got anything for the people before we get out of here?
What If is dope. Shout out to Disney. I'm about to watch Black Widow tomorrow because I didn't watch the movie theaters. Shout out to whenever Shang-Chi drops because I'm gonna do that too. Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to them. Everything.
Ron, you got anything for the people before we get out of here, Ron?
Oh man, shout out to
Structure.
you guys, man.
Structure.
Shout out to T. Shout out to the B dudes. Structure coming very soon. Still working the king shot on that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it DC all the way, man. PG County, what up, man?
Hey, I want to thank Ron for coming on the show with us, man. See the finale of What If dropped today. Fire. Wish you
Yeah.
watched that. Yo,
major good series.
if you haven't started watching Wu-Tang Saga yet, what the fuck is
Oh
you
my
waiting
God,
for?
please
What
watch
the
that.
fuck is you waiting for?
Please,
What the fuck is you
especially the
waiting
second
for?
season. Especially the second season.
Fire.
Crazy.
Hey, listen.
All right, brothers.
You've been on a ride up.
One.
That's our first time saying it.